Okay, martial arts gyms, having a front end program can literally change the trajectory of your business and can allow you to make a huge amount of extra profit every month, but not if it is not priced correctly. So in this video, I'm going to be going over exactly how you can price your front end program so you can stack cash, provide an amazing service to your new members, and also do everything profitably. Okay, now the first rule is that your cash collected on the front end needs to be 2x whatever the cost to acquire a customer is. Now, front end is obviously the program, but what is CAC? Now, what most marketing agencies and gyms think CAC is just your cost in advertising to get a new member. So let's say in month one, we spend £100 on ads. We get 2 new members from that ad spend, which means it's a cost per acquisition of £50. £100 on ads divided by 2 net members is 50. However, that is not true. What cost per acquisition actually is your advertising cost, which is the same, which should be around £40 if you're doing things correctly from an ad perspective, but also the cost of goods sold or the cost to fulfill on one of your members, okay? Sometimes abbreviated as COGS. Now, in terms of your fixed costs, your cost of goods sold, it's your fixed cost divided by total members. Now, fixed costs are things like rent, coaches and salaries, if you've got people salaried on your kind of payroll, insurance, electricity from an accounting perspective is a fixed cost, business rates. All of these things are fixed. Now, when I say fixed, it means that these are coming out of the bank account every single month, regardless of what happens, okay? They are fixed in position. Now, all we need to do to find out our cost of goods sold is take those fixed costs and divide it by the total number of members. So let's say in this example, our total fixed costs are £3,500 every month. So that money is coming out regardless. And let's say we have 100 members at the moment. That gives us a calculation of 3,500 divided by 100 is £35. Now, using that example, we can now say that our cost per acquisition is the ad spend plus the cost of goods sold equals £75. Okay. Now, this is a huge thing that people miss out. They only focus on this because this is all what most marketing agencies care about and what most gyms care about when they don't realize that they have other costs associated with it. Okay. Now, remember, the rule is to collect 2 times whatever on the front end, whatever your cost per acquisition is. So in this example, cost per acquisition is £75. So we need to collect £150 cash to be able to be profitable when we're actually doing everything. Okay, so now we're going to build our program that needs to be priced at £150. Now in this example, it's going to be a 6-week program because I find with 4-week programs, you need to price it a little bit under £100, but 6 weeks, you can go all the way up to 150 for this type. So there's 3 pillars to building a program like this. We've got training, nutrition, and onboarding and offboarding. So from a trainer perspective, this is obviously the martial arts training that they're getting. Now you want to give them access to 3 large group classes per week. This is all they need to start with. You can offer more when it gets to the end of the 6 weeks, but to start with, if people just want to get fit and healthy and learn a skill, 3 classes is enough. You can bolt on additional one-on-one sessions, which we call fundamental sessions, which you can charge an extra £30-40 on top of the £150 to get close to the £200 if you do want to, but that would be an additional cost that you would give to them. And then also you just want to give them access to any strength and conditioning, yoga, anything like that you guys offer. So that's obviously going to just improve the experience. Now, nutrition. Now, when people start a martial arts, whether it's boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, anything like that, there's going to be an element of them that they want to do it because of the fitness side and be able to, obviously hit their fitness goals. Now, I've taken hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of sales calls now for these types of programs. And I find at least 75-80% of people are looking to start martial arts, especially adults, obviously, because they want to be able to hit a fitness goal without having to go to the gym and do boring workouts or go to spin classes or anything like that. They want to do something new. So having the nutrition side is obviously going to be a huge factor in them actually achieving their fitness goals. So this is why you want to bolt this onto the program. Now, in terms of this, you want to have a nutritional onboarding, which we'll go into in a second. But in general, the nutrition side is obviously going to be 6 weeks long. You want to be giving them guidelines and goals to hit. So you want to give them their calorie goals, step goals, water, protein, sleep, etc. You want to be sending them weekly accountability forms so that they're being accountable to not just themselves, but also to you when it comes to hitting those goals. And that obviously, if you do this right, they're going to be able to, if they're doing fat loss, they're going to lose a load of weight, which is going to make them raving fans about you, and they're going to be great testimonials. So make sure you have weekly accountability forms. And then also you want to have a mid 6-week nutritional review with MyFitnessPal. So at the end of week 3, you have an actual phone conversation with them, 15-20 minutes. You go over their MyFitnessPal, you give them some hints and tips, and then you put a plan together for the next kind of 3 weeks of the program. And then the final thing is your onboarding and offboarding, which is arguably the most important thing. When you're charging a program like this, you have to make it super personalized. All right. When you're just getting people in for a taste session and a member, and then turning into a member, you can just be really, really hands-off, okay? You don't need to be hands-on at all, really. And that's usually why it doesn't work. But when you're doing this type of program, right, you need to have a one-on-one relationship with these people. So nutritional onboarding, you want this to just be a 10, 15-minute call. What you're going to do, you're going to figure out what their weight is, what their current fitness levels are, if they've done any kind of calorie counting, any diet, nutrition stuff before. And then what you're going to do, figure out what their goals are, obviously by speaking to them, and you're going to calculate all of their nutritional targets. Now, you should be able to work this out really easy. Obviously, you're a coach, so this shouldn't be an issue. So once you've then figured that out, you could potentially, during this process, get some before and afters. So whether it's for a body transformation or even just videos of them training, works really well. So, before and after to show if they're doing fat loss, or a video of them maybe like hitting the pads or doing a jiu-jitsu drill, or, doing anything like that, which they can then compare from week 1 to week 6. Training on board, and this can be linked in with nutrition if you want. You can make this own session, but I think bolting the two on makes it most time efficient. So what you want to do is create a personalized training timetable for them. So what I see work really well, again, for making thousands of sales for these programs, if you've got a lot of classes going on in the week, you want to be hand selecting what classes they want to attend based on their schedule. So if they're a 9 to 5er, you obviously can put the classes in the evening, what one works best for them. If they do night shifts, you can then give them a personalized timetable around their shift pattern, okay? But this is a really cool thing to add on because it makes it really personalized, okay? So tell them these are the sessions that you need to come to every week. And also you can provide any additional workouts if necessary. If they're, really trying to lose a load of weight, you can get them doing some cardio. If they already play like maybe football 5-a-side, you obviously counter that into the program. But, anything else, you could have a load of resources on strength and conditioning sessions that they can do outside of the gym that you may want to give to them. And then finally, the end of program consultation. So what you want to do is gather a testimonial. So a video of them, obviously saying how the 6 weeks went. If they got a before and after, obviously you want to take the after. If they got a before and after video, you want to do the video. But then most importantly, you want to get them signed up to a long-term contract with the gym, okay? And the whole point of this is, number one, to obviously make cash on the front end, but also to get these people signed up to a membership month to month at the end, okay? So what I'd recommend is try and get people signed up to a minimum of a 6-month contract at the end of this front end program for your monthly cost, and that's going to be absolutely perfect. So that is basically everything on how to build your program, how to price it, and how to deliver it. All right. Now, you are able to charge a lot more than this. Okay. We've had people charge upwards of £360 for a 6-week program with these 3 core fundamentals, but it needs to be slightly different. So I'm going to be posting regularly on this YouTube channel, detailing exactly how you can do all of this. So keep an eye on those videos, and we'll be showing you how you can price anything, from £350, £400, £450 for these types of programs. Okay. So I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you in the next one.